I had just held my wedding during the day, but that same night I went to Anna's room. We already had a 5-year-old mixed-race daughter named Quinn. She was not only beautiful, but had incredibly fair skin, but the little slaves on the farm often bullied her because of her color. That day, I happened to witness the scene myself. I angrily drove away the children who surrounded her, but when I asked Quinn why they were bullying her,
"Because I look white." Because I can breathe.
I held my crying daughter in my arms, but I didn't have the courage to admit that I was her father. That day during lunch, my wife suddenly announced she was pregnant. I was overjoyed, just like when I first learned that Anna was expecting. But then I brought up my plan to move Quinn into the main house. I said I wanted her to start training as a proper slave from a young age. My wife strongly opposed the idea. Even my mother thought it was foolish. But faced with my determination, my wife could only accept it despite her pain. So Anna brought our daughter to live in the mansion. Yet my wife still despised her deeply. Anna knew very well she was only a slave on the plantation. But for the sake of her daughter's education, she was willing to endure every humiliation. Soon, it was the year 1860. Both of my daughters had grown up. Though they were master and servant, they had grown up together like sisters. After all, they were both my daughters. But I still refused to admit such a shameful truth. That day, the town was bustling as many young men enlisted to fight. When my 2 daughters went shopping, 2 young soldiers nearby immediately turned their eyes toward them. The girls deliberately walked down the street to catch the boys' attention, but one of the soldiers suddenly grabbed Quinn and kissed her despite her resistance. Luckily, my other daughter stepped in to save her, but she intentionally revealed that Quinn was just a slave in our household. The soldiers were instantly disgusted and hurled cruel insults. Back home, Quinn went to Anna's quarters. She begged Anna to tell her who her father was, but Anna was too hurt to speak and refused to answer. That night, I went to Anna's room as well. I told her I had joined the Confederate Army and came to say goodbye. The thought of war brought tears to her eyes. The next morning, I marched out with the soldiers to defend our homeland. As Anna watched my back fade into the distance, she finally told Quinn the truth. I was her biological father. The war was brutal and many soldiers gave their lives. I was severely wounded in battle, but I didn't know that a deadly virus was spreading rapidly through the plantation town. My young daughter was infected and her life was hanging by a thread. Kind-hearted Anna feared my wife would also get infected, so she firmly stopped her from approaching and took care of the sick girl alone, while Quinn was working in the field. She received a letter from me saying I was being sent home as a wounded soldier. Just as they were about to share the good news with Anna, she turned pale and started coughing uncontrollably. It was clear Anna had caught the virus too. What kind of tragedy would happen next? Follow me to hear the rest of the story.